aim at Destination WA is to give you a little taste of a place, to inspire you to plan your own visit and spend longer there. Let's talk about Geraldton. If you really want to taste the spirit of this place, I'm going to introduce you to their very first distillery, where you can savour the flavour of Geraldton in a glass. Just a scenic 4-hour drive from Perth and you're transported to a place where the wind, waves, craze and crops come together. And 30 Knots is where all those elements and stories are captured in a bottle. Check out the building, starting with these doors, created using the philosophy of reuse, repurpose, recycle and reimagine. And the masterminds behind these eclectic mixes and driving those rapidly growing awards on the wall is this energetic duo. Although it does have to be acknowledged that it was Muzz's obsession with home-brewing his own rum that was the catalyst for the business, with Kelly finally convincing him it wasn't just a bigger shed he needed for his hobby.
Distilling and fermentation in the back shed was getting out of hand. I was stepping up.
Had a little problem, did you?
Yeah, I went from a 5-litre still to a 20-litre still to a 170-litre still.
That's not a little problem, Muzz. That's a really big problem.
Yeah, but I had always wanted to open up a craft distillery in Geraldton.
So definitely way beyond hobby status. 30 Knots has now celebrated its first birthday, its name making the transition from shed to distillery. What was the name of the first rum you made?
30 Knots.
Was it really?
30 Knots was what I used to call my home brew.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the names for all the spirits have followed in the original vein.
Geraldton's known for being windy, so we wanted to have all our products with a wind-related name. So the Spiced, Southerly, Mellow, and Venticello, and Desert Wind.
And the nod to Geraldton is also obvious in the way the spirit of 30 Knots is presented.
We actually designed the base of the bottle to incorporate the Fresnel lens in the Geraldton Lighthouse, as well as the 12-panelled sides, and has picked up an international award and as well as an Australian award in the design category.
So how does he make his rum and the gins?
I ferment with molasses, and I won't talk about too much about that.
Almost had him, but we can show you his stills, big and little. And it turns out his passion for recycling and repurposing has even extended to this little beauty.
So I have a 1200-litre still used for a double pot. I use that in double pot mode when I'm making my rum, as well as a smaller 170-litre ex-incinerator that I've converted into a still.
Why would you do that? How does that work?
It was a perfectly good stainless steel vessel that...
this is your repurpose
This is our repurpose thing. So I looked at it one day at Bill's Machinery and I was like, yep, that would make a perfect still. And the exact same shape as the still.
Does that come out of that?
Yeah, so this product here, our Southerly comes out of it, as well as our Desert Winds.
Both award winners, so obviously it has only added to the process. It's a great little location they've chosen and protected from those winds that have lent 30 Knots its name.
It was just a nice spot, nice ocean views, and it was actually protected from the southerly a little bit, so you can actually have a conversation out here when the wind is actually blowing.
And make the most of that deck Muzz constructed, and another string to their bow, which is earning more wild reviews.
Then we had a small little kitchen, so we thought, oh, we may as well have some food. Had the nice deck so people could sit up here and enjoy some nice drinks as well as some nibbly foods to go with it.
And when you finish your bottle, that's not the end of this taste of Geraldton. Muzz is pretty confident his bottle will be recycled, and quickly by the sound of things.
I think they will probably drink it fast, it tastes great, but I think they will keep the bottle. The bottle is a beautiful bottle and people repurpose them for flower vases and just nice, beautiful ornament.
I think he's right, and an easier way to take home a piece of Geraldton than a crayfish. If you're up here and you go out to one of the restaurants, keep an eye on the menu because a lot of the chefs are now incorporating these spirits into their dishes. It's even made its way into a West Australian chocolate. This is the Mellow Gin in here. Fantastic. This is the spirit that just keeps giving.